on? Is this working? I think it is. I think we're good. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to session 40. A monumental session, as when we hit session 20, it was whenever you guys rolled over into the fall season. And it's kind of funny that you guys are 3 days out from. Thank you, Zian, for pointing that out. I didn't go through and do all the dispositions, okay? I can do that though after tonight's session. But this is actually 3 days from winter rolling over, and I'm very, very excited for you guys to continue from where you left off. We are missing Fang for the night, more than likely, but he might tune in or he might be able to join us way later if luck is on our side. There were some changes to the Foundry that might cause a couple of issues. I did a little bit of an overhaul, and the display thing should be new and different too, and way more smooth for you guys at home. In either case, though, I hope you guys are excited, and I am ready to get started. Who, may chance, would we like to recap, however, what happened last session, so that we can jump into it and you guys can get a free hero point or D6? Going once? Going twice? And taken by Jobin. Jobin, by all means, tell me, what happened last week?
So, previously on Season of Ghosts, Augie, we came back to us at the start of the tea ceremony for the kami. It was the night. Willowshore was told to stay in, and the kami of Willowshore sort of came out of their wards and entered into the streets, heading towards the tea house. Storming Beetle. We greeted them and attempted to be as great of the hosts as we can for this tea party celebration to lift the spirits of the kami of Willowshore. It was very strange. A lot of really strange things. They seem to like to have conversations with our inanimate objects or with the tea house itself. And so, dealing with this strange sort of event, we did as best we could. Went around helping some of the nature. Fang went around helping some of the nature kami. Katai went and talked to some of the other kami that wanted to talk to her sword, and I handled serving tea to many of the kami who wanted tea. Ross and Cian went upstairs to take care of the kami that were hanging out up there, and at one point, it seemed like everybody was enjoying themselves. We did a really good job, at least from what it seems like, and even Great Willow seemed to enjoy themselves. At some point, Great Willow wanted to have some after tea entertainment, and so all the kami turned towards us looking for entertainment. I went through and told them stories of Willowshore. Katai did some kata with her sword. Fang showered them with healing magic and rain, entertaining them with nature magic as well. Ross summoned a hot tub, and Cian, understanding that he did not have his, thinking that he, most likely, whenever I think of Cian entertaining, I would have thought of his lute, but with his lute broken, it seemed to hurt, sort of trigger a nerve for him when they asked for him for entertainment, when he couldn't. And so he left and guarded outside. With the entertainment done, at some point during time, the Great Willow and the rest of the kami realized that it was time for them to leave. They needed to get back to their wards to protect Willowshore. And so at one moment, they were full of entertainment and joy and revelry. And the next moment, they were storming out of the storming beetle back to where they resided. With that done, we sort of took the night to sort of hang out and sort of do like a bit of an outdoor festival in Willowshore, as with all the kami returning, the people of Willowshore were now out and sort of enjoying the moment and the spectacle that was the kami of Willowshore out and about. Cian went and had a talk with actually, hold on, I can open up the bestiary now to remember her name. Hold on 1 second. BC Willowshore. Where is it? Yumong Un. I went to go talk to her, and to see just to, I guess. Okay, home. I'm stepping back. There was a moment when Cian and Katai had a heart-to-heart conversation about, I guess, romance, and with that, Katai encouraged him to go, go for it. So he went to go talk to young Wong Un, and they had a nice chat. And he talked to her about getting his flute fixed. They seemed to have a good time. Me, Ross, and Fang decided to go jump inside the off the Dawnstep Bridge to conquer our fears. And so we did that, and many other people in Willowshore decided to do as well. And we woke up out in the wilderness somewhere that night. I guess Fang took us out in the wilderness for somewhere. For a moment there, I thought we were back in the first day of summer. So we kind of got back on our feet, reconvened, went back to the storming beetle, saw that there were some gifts left over from the kami from completing such a well-made ceremony. Even the tea house seemed better and more its spirits raised. My tea set was sort of elevated, and maybe a little bit more than just a tea set now. There was new armor for Beetle, and runes for Katai and Cian. We did some. So with that ended, we decided to go back into downtime, helping restore food and security for Willowshore. Asahina showed up, and we did some talking with him, explaining what we did with the kami, and as well as do some shopping. A couple things happened during downtime. At one point, there was a fire that one of the stables caught on fire, and we helped fight the fire with minimal damage. The place was burnt up, but at least no one was seriously hurt. After that, there was a moment where I believe it was Hireha's daughter. Her cat got stuck in a tree, so Cian and Fang helped save her from a tree. So we continued our downtime, getting as much security and food secured for Willowshore, as well as bringing up as much hope as we can. And now we are, I believe, 1 week or a couple days away from winter, from the first day of winter, as we have dreams that sort of speak about where we're going and who we are, what we've been through. That's where we are now, right?
Thank you. Yeah, no, well, you are in the tavern right now after something happened. Or you're in your tea house. And I'd say this is a wonderful opportunity. Would you like a inspiration, or would you like a D6, Jobin?
I'll take the hero point.
Hero point? Sounds
Yep.
good. Mark it on your sheet. You're at 3.
Let me get rid of all these first.
All right. And would you guys like a role-playing question? Or you guys want to hop into it today? I like giving you guys the option.
I'm okay. Hopping in.
Hopping in? All right. Sounds good.
Oh, Adamir,
Mm-hmm.
you may need to turn on hero points. I mean, not hero points, hero cards.
Oh, did they get it turned back off?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, one moment. That's under Pathfinder 2nd Edition optional rules, right?
I think it's in
Tool belt or workbench?
Workbench. Yeah, Workbench or Two Belt, one of those. Hero cards.
Mm-hmm. Looking. Don't see it, unless it's another module.
No, it should be base.
Yeah, it's under Workbench or Tool Belt. I don't remember which one, but it's like you have to open up something. You have to open up another menu inside one of those. So it might be like in Workbench, PF2E Workbench, in the settings. There should be like when you're looking at its settings, there should be like a button to open up another window, and it might be in there, or you scroll down, it might be somewhere in there. I think it's in Workbench.
All right, that should have done it.
Oh, close my sheet, open back up. Yeah, they're there. It's there now.
Perfect. All right, looks like the three of you have drawn your cards. Excellent. All right, thank you for letting me know that. And we'll head back in. Mm-hmm. Looks like everything's working okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Did everyone load in okay? Looks like this map got a little bit messed up in the meantime.
You can see fine.
Everyone can see fine?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. As you guys stand at the Storming Beetle, I didn't get the chance to ask, as we were all a bit tired at the end of last week. Does everyone kind of come over for the opening of the Storming Beetle, just to, like, catch up every morning? Or is that you all off doing your own things sort of situation?
Kataya's there every morning.
Every morning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jopin's there every morning as well.
Is he in?
He probably swings by like mid-morning, but he's been working in the fields and all that.
True. All right. At this point in the day, it would be mid-morning, as Zine says. And as you guys are standing there, gathering drinks, perhaps being on break, refreshing yourselves, Jobin, a town guard, entered in full gear, alongside who you recognize to be Ha's daughter.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's missing.
You see,
Oh my God,
he looks up.
yes.
She looks up towards you, and there's panic in her eyes. And her father, clearly the man that you guys rescued / brought Higher Ha to make sure that this child was okay, over at Grandy Hu's safe house during the invasion of Willowshore. You recognize the town guard to be Higher Ha's husband. And as he stands there with his daughter holding onto her shoulder, he looks around defeated, worried. But he looks down towards his daughter with a little bit of a grip and tries to mask his panic. He gives a look up towards you and says, Do you have any idea, perhaps, where she would be? Why she would not show up? Like I said, she was gone before I awoke from my bed. And Ma did not hear her leave at all. Villagers begin to look over. As you pour your tea, you see some of the villagers also leave the bar to go back to their tables, and there's a general feeling of lingering worry that begins to fill the air, a paranoia.
Okay.
Maybe she just went down to the market. We'll go find her.
He looks down towards her, and she looks up and says, "We already tried the market."
Maybe she's just really good at hiding. We'll go look.
He smiles down towards her and says, "Yes, she's always been the best hider."
Mm-hmm.
She looks...
It's like she's playing a game of hide and seek. We're gonna find her. Just you wait.
Okay. And he would give you a nod and say, I don't want to disturb your business at all. Thank you. And he gives a nod towards everyone else and towards you, Jobin. Jobin, do you leave for, the day, or is this not worrying enough just yet to close down business or cause a ruckus?
I was gonna say maybe would Jobin leave Fang here to manage the store while they go look?
Beetle will be with them.
Yami hops up on the table.
Okay, let me check. How much money do I got? Because there's a spell that I could have that can help with. Well, it is what it is. I guess he'll leave the place with Fang and Beetle, as he'll go and check.
All right. Fang gives a nod and does his best to serve tea to all the individuals that partake in the storming beetle. Okay. And you guys head out into Willowshore with the man and his daughter?
Sure. I
Alright.
definitely try to keep little Ha distracted. Like I'm like playing little games with her as we're walking to try to distract her / keep her mind off being worried.
Sure. Ziyin, you said that you're out working at the moment, right?
Usually, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any reason he wouldn't be?
I don't think there would be at all, no.
Okay, he's not working.
Works for me. All right. Last known locations aside, you can make your way out and into Willowshore proper. There is a low fog that hangs on Willowshore, and you can see the dappled, icy crystallizations on the roof of Willowshore's roofs. It seems as though it hasn't begun to snow, but rain has begun to freeze. And with this cold, people know that the time to harvest, the time to prepare for the unforgiving winter is coming to a very, very quick end. And now, 2 days out of the first day of Chthon, you walk into the streets for a cold wind. And she looks about, terrified, but looks up towards you. Does she usually goes by the bridge. Did you not see her this morning?
We were a bit distracted this morning, so we weren't looking. Well, let's go take a peek. Maybe, let's start there and see if we can find anything. Maybe she left some kind of trail.
Okay. All right. And so Jobin, Katai, and doesn't seem Ross is there at the moment, right? Ross, you're probably working?
Yeah, probably I'm not there.
Okay. You guys make your way forward. Quickly, the bridge is easily to find, but you do walk by the barracks. Do you take a stop there at all, or are you just heading right to the bridge?
Let's stop there. Just this is like she works there, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let's just stop there.
Yeah, he gives a nod and he says, "Could you stay with Jobin for a moment?" And little Ha gives a nod up towards you, Jobin. Is it true you have a pet snake?
Oh yes, and then he'll have Mushi crawl out of his the back of his neck. The tattoo.
He looks over and says, "Wow, is it? It's made of gunk."
It's made out of ink for writing. Watch, look at this, and she's gonna pull out a blank page from his journal, and he's gonna have Mushi use his claw stylus to start drawing.
She looks in wonder for about 10 seconds before her face begins to go like a little bit red in anger. Why is your snake better at writing than me?
Well, he has a lot of time to practice.
Oh, can you
How old are
practice
you?
with me sometime? She like takes a moment. I'm 8.
Okay. See, Mushi over here, he's old. He's older than 8, so he's had more time to write. So
I'm
that's
8
why
and a
he's
half.
a little bit... Okay,
Is that
well,
older?
No,
Oh,
but it's okay. As long as you keep practicing, you'll get better.
okay. And she'll kind of take the page, and Mushi, ever the correctionist, right? The know-it-all,
Little.
begins to try and teach little Ha how to draw, how to do straighter letters, and you can hear the frustration in your familiar even if you walk away as he tries to do this. All right. Zhang Peng is within the first room as you enter towards the jail. Nobody's within jail at this given time. And as you make your way towards the barracks, you can open up the door with Hayarha's husband. Now, he kind of knocks before he heads in. He says, Peng. And Zhang Peng, who is in the barracks itself, telling some guards where to go on the lunch shift, will look over and say, Kutai, what brings you here?
Oh, we were wondering if Hayar Ha stopped by this morning.
She did not. I assume she made it a post early. Though it was...
Have you had any reports of her recently?
Of crime?
No, just of her recently, around or from her. Any check-ins or anything?
He kind of takes a look at you, and he waves one of the town guards that he was close with, giving orders to, off for a moment. And he gives a look at the other guard. Is this something we should discuss in private that you've talked to me about before?
Oh. No. She just didn't report to the tea house today, and her family didn't see her this morning either.
He takes like a measured pause before he looks back. No, I've seen nothing and heard nothing. I'll alarm any of our guards to take note of her if she is missing. You are sure she is not?
Well, we looked around for her, and they looked this morning in the markets and couldn't find her, so I guess we'll head out to the woods and see if she's nearby, and maybe she went hunting or helping the farmers in the field. I'm sure Ziyin will be able to find her once we let him know she's gone.
You would see her husband look over and say, she has not left Willowshore since the attack. She's always been too scared. The farthest she goes is the watchtower that she met you at.
Did we check there yet? Have you been there?
I haven't.
Okay. Well, I think it's best we maybe go grab Zian and Russ, and we can go see if she's there. And if she's not there, then maybe we can go further into the woods and look for her.
Very well. Go quick. Ding Ping
And
gives you a wave.
And if you hear anything, just let us know, or send word to us so we can stop searching.
I'll have everyone on high alert.
Thank you.
Easy as that. You leave. It's quiet. Her husband has almost stopped talking, has begun to shell up on you as he begins to, you can tell his mind travels and wanders. And Jobin, by the time that they make their way back to you, you can see the little Ha is having a wonderful time trying to learn and is frustrating Mushi, but it is no surprise to you from their posture that it was sour news.
I don't know if it's sour news.
Yeah, Jobin's gonna kind of look at Katai and look at the father, and say, "Hey, keep practicing Mushi." He's gonna walk up to them to get a sense of what they heard outside earshot of the daughter.
They don't know where she is. So we're gonna go check the watchtower we met her. But we should grab Zian and Ross first. Just in case.
Okay, well, how about we take the little one here back to the Storm Beetle, and she can
Hang out with Fang and Beetle. Yeah, great idea.
hang out. Mm-hmm.
She looks up and says, "Do I have to? Kimchi won't be able to have lunch."
Well, Kimchi can play with Yami at the Stormy Beetle.
Okay. Quickly enough, you can gather her things. She grabs Kimchi, which, yes, is a grab. Kimchi does not like being held, but holds him under the arms and outwards. Therefore, the cat cannot resist its capture. Then, helping carry Kimchi all the way across, he lies defeatedly in her arms, before eventually you guys are able to bring it back to the Storming Beetle. Dropping off, she sits down at the bar with Yami and puts Kimchi on the table. And Fang looks worried that there's 2 cats now within the Storming Beetle. But that is an adventure for another day. Who are you heading to first, Ian? Or do you want to say that you go gather your 2 allies?
We're just gonna go gather them.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Quickly and efficiently, you storm across Downstep Bridge and make your way to the milling houses, I believe is where you're working, correct, Zian?
I believe I was doing harvesting.
Harvesting, yep. So you were at the mill. Likely harvesting paper for the Cloud Paper House to turn into paper gunk to be turned into actual parchments and scrolls and fulus. Easy enough. You can make your way towards there. Nabzian and Ross, I believe you were working with her Fluvial Lady of Souls?
Yes, that was the last one I did.
Okay. Sounds good. Easy enough. You can all gather right outside her fluvial. Little Ha is not there, nor is Kimchi, but you stand with the town guard that you know to be Higher Ha's husband. He recounts the details to the 4 of you. What do you do?
Get to the watchtower, right?
Yeah. We're gonna go head to the watchtower. If there's anything there, then that means we're gonna have Cian try to track her. Because he's like a guy that does that.
Can you, hey, Katai, when after we pass by the watchtower, you think you can go maybe speak to Ugly Clute? Maybe see if they've heard of anybody left?
Sure, yeah, I can go do that. I think it's a good idea. Well, I mean, Ugly Cute isn't talking right now. So I don't know how successful that will be, but I could try.
And Harahai came home last night?
She did, but she left her gear in her room. We both have a small armory where we put our gear after a long day for cleaning. And when I woke up this morning, she was not beside me in bed. The bed was not made, her side at least, and her gear was left there.
It is a little strange.
Maybe we find something unusual around your house? Someone came by or something like that?
Sure, I'll bring you there after the watchtower, maybe?
No, certainly.
Okay. Alright. And together you guys wander the Eastern Watchtower, which together you guys stood in front of quite a long time ago. This place, it's about, I would say different, perhaps, than the last time you were here actively paying attention to this tower, as there was the tang of blood in the air, and bodies sprawled across the ground. 2 of them being guards, 2 of them being the Jingans that you learned so much about. But instead, as you make your way up here, you see a guard standing on the very top of it, who waves over the side and says, "Hey ho! Mistbreakers!"
You haven't happened to seen Ha anywhere, have you? Has she been out here to report for any kind of duty?
Nothing. No one's leaving Willowshore, as was requested.
She didn't leave Willowshore.
Have
Just
you
not by the roads.
talked to Zhang Peng?
Yeah, we don't know where she is.
Kind of scratches the top of his head after taking off his helmet. Maybe playing with her daughter?
No.
Sorry.
Does she, like, go anywhere? Are you like her coworker?
Of course. I mean, I'm not as close to her as her husband. Kind of gestures down.
Does she usually go anywhere to drink? Or
Oh, she goes to
hang out
the Storming
anywhere?
Beetle often. That's her post.
Whoa. Yeah, but I mean, like, to relax. Does she go to the bathhouse, for example?
Kind of things. I'd imagine she does.
I mean, I'm gonna turn towards her husband and says, "Do you know of any place that she would go to relax?"
She has confided in me that when she's worried, she goes to visit you. Maybe
Usually
she
know
is at the
that's up
bathhouse.
early in the morning. Should we ask Yami? Yami would be
Maybe.
like awake if she came by.
I can take you to my home.
Yeah, let's.
there's
I mean,
there. Yeah, let's
give me
start
some
there.
tracks.
Very well. And he will turn around.
Before that, while we're here, Katai, can you check?
Oh, I'm gonna
That'd be
try.
good.
It's another like ways up. It's like a mile away, but that's not like a mile. It's like
Oh.
100 feet. But I'll go
Right
I'll go
here.
check.
I mean, you're an expert at athletics, right?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah, walk slow.
go. I sprint.
Okay. Heading over towards Ugly Cute's shrine, you can see the plethora. I assume that maybe you visited him this morning. Do you visit him every morning? As you used to?
I was a little maybe intoxicated this morning.
Oh,
so
okay.
Maybe not this morning, but yes, I try to every morning.
Sounds good. You can see that there is a plethora of celebratory pieces. You can see even in the drunken, mischievous night that there was a ton of little fulus and statues and ropes that were made and that drape across Ugly Cute. It seems as though he's well worshipped, but he has not moved from his station.
He came to the party last night, so he's moved. I know he has, but I know what he's about. All right, I crouch down from the other cube. Hey, buddy. One of our friends is missing. You wouldn't happen to have seen her come by, have you? We'd really appreciate you helping us out, because we're really worried about her.
The stone echoes your voice, but gives you no response.
Okay. Thanks for the help, though. We appreciate it. I give him a pat on the head.
Hmm.
I sprint back.
Simple enough. The husband looks expectantly.
Yeah, no, Cahoot's not really talking. He didn't talk last night either, so I didn't expect him to know. But no, I mean, I don't know. We should go to your house and see if there's any clues. That's probably the best bet.
All right. And you can see panic starting to go across his face. And together you guys can traverse down to Southbank's homes by the Willowshore Dam. There is a small house that lies on the side of the Duyu River that he would bring you up towards. You'd see as he gestures, this is it. It's small, dilapidated, taken care of the best that two busy guards can take care of it. You can see small little drawings and little fulus that are fake, clearly made by the daughter, with nasty little smiley faces to ward off Jenkins. As you approach it, you can see that there is clear cracks in the wood, footsteps of dirt, as this is in South Bank, and the crystallization across the wood. Zian, would you like to give me a survival or seek check as you look across it?
It automatically does it now. That's cool.
The tracks are clear to you. Thanks to the crystallization, you can see small little divots of dirt where their boots went, and exactly the amount of times people have come and gone. You see the daughter's movement. You see the husband's. You're confident, more than confident. There are no tracks of Hyrha leaving the home.
She didn't leave, but she was there last night. No, Zian, this is kind of your area of expertise. I don't know.
Do you mind if we enter in?
But by all means, if you think it will help. Which way did she go?
All right.
Uncertain yet, I think, right?
She's not here, and no tracks showing she left. Did she fly out?
I don't think Hyrha can fly.
Well, yeah, I mean, I that's what at least from what we know, yes, but I'm trying to think what would explain if she didn't leave and there's no tracks of her leaving. If she left, there's no tracks of her leaving, then either she flew, she teleported, or she's still in there.
You think she may have teleported?
I don't know.
Your family's an
let's-
expert on teleportation, is it not? That's how you bought your tower.
Let's go inside and take a look.
Okay. And together, do you want to head inside?
Yeah.
It's a home for a family. One daughter. Go ahead.
I was gonna say no. Go ahead. I'll tell you afterwards.
It's a home for a family. A room for the daughter. A room for the parents. An armory. A kitchen. A small fireplace to cook. And a dining room, which simply has a low table and the slat walls with paper.
So she came home last night, right?
Yes, we came home together. We fell asleep together.
Mm-hmm. And she said she put her equipment in the armory when she came home, and you guys went to bed.
Yes, we took off our equipment together, as we usually do, and headed to bed. We usually aid each other. It's cumbersome. And he
Mm-hmm.
shows you to the armory where you can see Higher Ha's equipment is right there.
Okay.
I guess we're also looking around the home. We'll go ahead and cast See the Unseen and just have that running in case he notices anything.
Okay. Cast it. You move. You peer through the illusions, invisible creatures. Maybe she's hidden, concealed. Maybe she's been trapped. Nothing. Nowhere. This house is unmarked by magic.
I guess just to check too, I'll go ahead and just cast Detect Magic too. See if there's anything magical inside this place.
Nothing.
What do we have for spells?
Okay. I guess, Cian, can you take a look around? You said you guys went to bed together, and when you woke up, the bed was unmade and she wasn't there.
Yes, and I made the bed as I usually do. Well, she usually prepares breakfast, some tea.
I will investigate the house, see if there's anything unusual or something out of place.
Give me a seek check. The only thing that you can see wrong with this place, Zian, is that the armor isn't as taken care of as you like it to be. Or at the very least, what you know the others, town guards, would like it to be. She didn't clean her armor last night.
I think that's unlike her.
This is a long shot. Is there any way to determine if she was laying in bed and then all of a sudden wasn't there? Is there any way to determine, like, she went ethereal or like she was there 1 second material and then she's not there the next second immaterial? Is there any way that we can determine that?
It's tough because the husband made the bed.
Maybe later on we could with like minor binding spell. That's like 4 levels.
You make your way forward, Zian, looking in the bedroom. You look down towards the floor, which is not as well kept. From everything that you can tell, it's nigh impossible, now that the bed has been made, if she got up. But what you are certain of is that it seems as though her small sandals beside the bed, now that it is in the cold winter days, are still tucked underneath the bed.
I don't think she could have been taken by some of the kami that were around last night, do you?
The party happened weeks ago.
Oh, I thought that was last night. My bad.
And we had the party, and I think we did like 3 weeks of downtime.
Oh, my bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ross, thinking about his dream. The thing at the end of the bed. That looked like Ross, didn't it?
It was your own face.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, anything?
Hmm. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here besides just her missing, but this is very odd.
What am I to
It's
do?
just that
Was it the Jenkins? Are they back?
I don't think that would be a problem for Higher Ha. Now that we've had enough experience with them.
No signs of them either. Tracks
Yeah.
and smell. Guess now it's put out word and see if anyone's seen her around town and spread out the search a little bit.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Oh, don't know what to tell. Bing. I'll think of something. Maybe she went to the northern expansion. That she'll be back home soon. Well, that'll be enough for her. Yeah. Thank you for everything.
When he is trying to figure out what he's gonna say to his daughter, just taking a look at him. Just to just double check.
Mhm.
Can I do a sense motive on him?
Yeah.
You know, most cases of murder and disappearances, it's usually the spouse.
Jobin, you're extremely confident that he's putting on a brave face. And there is a guilt there. The guilt, however, as you would come to realize, or you see it in his face, is not that one of a crime. But you get the feeling that after he missed her during the night of the invasion, and he was worried sick with his daughter before you reunited them, he was forced to stay in with Granny Hu rather than go out and help her. And you can see that guilt resurfacing. He wishes to be able to help her now, wishes to know where she went. You don't feel as though he's responsible for this and is a confused and terrified lover.
We're gonna. It's only been a few hours, so let's hope for the best. Hopefully she'll show up either tonight or soon.
Okay. Thank you. Should I stay here or go back to my post?
I would say, I guess go on your post. Who knows? Maybe if she does show up, who knows where you are usually posted, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
And he will make his way out with you, and he will lock his door. And shakily, he'll start heading back to his post. I'm not sure if you guys want to stay at the house for a bit. The four of you together.
I suggest let's go to the Dunstub Bridge.
Okay.
Mhm.
Together you head to Eternal Lantern. Continue, Katai. I apologize.
No, you're good. I wonder if we should, like, see if there's any other disappearances or if she was the only one.
Well, they'll come in soon
Yeah.
if there is more.
Let's go to the bridge.
Okay. Together you are filled with the ambience of the Duyu River flowing. You stand beside the Eternal Lantern, beside where you face down Gurgle Gut and slayed the Busom. You see the bridge is filled with people, traveling to and fro, bringing their goods, preparing with the last bit of big pots filled with soups, full of radishes, meat. What do?
I don't know if there's much we can do, right?
Is there anybody that normally like hangs out at the dawn step? I mean, besides Katai and her, search watching the lantern. Is like anybody any other NPC that like just hangs out here all the time?
Not particularly.
Okay.
There's some
Anything
fish.
off with the
I've seen.
lantern?
As you look over towards the Eternal Lantern, the gift of Zihui, the 3 coins glow, blessed as they are, not the original 3 blessings that were given, but they do ring true. But Ross, maybe it's because it's been some time since you've been here, or perhaps you've gotten so used to it. It doesn't shine as bright as it did that night. The night that you purged Willowshore of the gore.
Katai does. It's kind of strange. The lantern always this bright.
It's always bright, yeah. Why?
Huh.
What's wrong with it being bright? It's a lantern.
Well, I guess I picture it being brighter.
Brighter?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
Let the lantern expert take a peek.
Okay, my bad.
You give it a once over?
Yeah, I'll give it a once over.
Peer through. Do you open up the little cage, the little gate?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with the lantern. So
Please show me with your expert crafting skills.
I have lower lantern, okay?
I did not know this, that you were so learned on lanterns.
I'm a big lantern person.
You take a moment. You peer into it. You see the 3 coins. The one blessed to Pharasma, Daiketsu,
And Shizuru.
and Shizuru.
Okay. They're all glowing.
They glow, simmering inside its metal gate.
Nothing seems amiss.
You can roll me lantern lore.
I don't actually have lantern. I can make a check though if you'd like me to. Wow, I have no skills as Katai. This is crazy. Okay.
Give me a Willowshore lore.
Okay. Wow, I guess I'm not used to playing a character with this 3 skills. That's crazy. Dang, Katai. Oh, look at me go. Who needs that? Who needs all the other skills, you know?
It shines as bright as it ever has. But it's not the coins that's the issue. It's like the light is struggling on the very outskirts of it to reach all of Willowshore.
Would there be a reason for that I'd be aware of?
I don't think that she'd be aware of. Perhaps only you get a feeling. The same feeling that has begun to pervade Willowshore. Like a creature just beyond your sight, watching you. Waiting. Never showing its face.
Does Katai point this out to the rest of us?
Yeah.
Do you think the mist has gotten closer?
Is that possible? Can a place like that shrink?
I don't know.
Oh, look towards the mountains. Just see any closer.
You can't see the mist until you're within range. Walking into it. Everything always looks normal until you're getting close. save for the one side. But from this distance, you can't see any difference in it.
I'm worried that the town's paranoia is preventing the lantern from being stronger. Or maybe there's a creature here that's dampening its magic that we can't see.
I'm not sure.
Would one of the kami be able to tell us?
We tried Ugly Cute already.
Maybe Fang can talk to the Great Willow.
Yeah. We could also ask Yami.
What about one closer to town?
There was the
Shrine?
commies that came from the windmill, granary.
They might be able to feel something.
Okay. I would say if each of you want to go speak to certain kami, try to gauge something being wrong spiritually, you guys can make me rolls. Whether you want it to be Willowshore lore, whether you want it to be diplomacy, performance to try to get their attention, try to get some sort of feeling or a sense motive would likely work here to see if the unseen kami of Willowshore have relayed any danger to you all.
I'll do a sense motive check.
Sure.
We'll do a Willowshore lore. Oh no, not this again.
Jobin, you can't help feel that during this time of winter, everyone's worried. Everyone's worried about themselves, how they're going to survive, if their buildings can handle the winter storms. You're worried, perhaps, as it feels like everyone in Willowshore is bracing for the winter. And without Higher Ha, the town's at 224 people. Not a massive town to rely on each other. You wonder if people will even have the time or care before winter fully arrives in 4 days to be able to look for Higher Ha. Or if they can even afford to, at their own peril. But the whole town, Jobin, feels as though it is bracing.
Okay.
Katai, you see no differences in wards, you see no differences because they're hidden to mortal eyes at all times. If they show any warning, you feel as though you'd see them, but they're just not there. Zian, you perform. And what does your performance look like?
He gets some instruction from Katai on some kind of welcoming ceremony for a kami, and he tries to mimic it as best as possible.
Which kami are you trying to speak to?
There's only one that I think he really has rapport with, and it's that one that we moved
At the milling
shrine
houses?
for. Yeah.
Kohoshi? Okay. Heading to the milling houses, you do a welcoming ceremony in front of the previous and current guardian of the Desna Shrine. But Kohoshi shows no sign. Your words fall empty, Ross, as you ask about. No one giving you any clear signs, none of your magic tipping you off to any ghostly exorcism, strange things that you are more aware of. Nothing happens, and perhaps that frustrates you. And Fang will go to the Great Willow over the course of today. But Fang would return with empty hands, for the willow did not show itself to him.
Well, I think that's a good sign.
And by the time that you guys meet up again, I can say that it is the next day. Early in the morning. Perhaps back at the tea house, or would you meet at Dawnstep Bridge again?
At Midbridge.
Okay. You would see Hireha's husband come back and approach, and he gives you a solemn shake of the head.
I think Ross would bring up the Fang. Did the Great Will not talk to him? Or was something blocking the Great Will?
He would inform you that it was like as usually was. The Great Willow was bustling, watching over. But the actual Kodama was not there. Did not show itself. Which is the usual for the Great Willow, and as it has been for a long time.
Anybody else go missing?
Nobody. I did have a dream. Kind of rubs his shoulder. I saw her. I saw you. I saw everyone. I was at my post. But the people of Willowshore were headless. Butterflies, and someone was going to attack me. But I woke up before I could see them. You don't think she's dead, do you?
No. No.
Ross just gives Zian a look.
Zian returns Ross's look. Do we have any way of detecting Nindoru?
Silver.
Silver, yeah, I think that was it.
You're touching them with silver.
Wow, that's it?
Isn't there some other plan we had that was a really bad idea?
We had the tree that we had that we were gonna try to like cast it, and Nindoru we're gonna be slugged within it, but like that's only lasts for 1 minute, so you didn't really have a plan for that. Silver is like the only real thing we can use.
And if this thing is around, it seems it has a way of cloaking itself. So
Yeah.
Why would it target hot air, though?
And she's close to us.
So are a lot of people.
I mean, she's like close to us. Like she's there like every day at the tea house with us.
her eye has
Well,
good disposition. She's cheerful.
Like Kazuma?
Yeah, I guess like Kazuma.
Another thing too, and Joan would say this, not try and say this hopefully outside the husband's earshot. When we were dealing with the Naporobo, the one that was when we were inside the that was captured, I know Hireha was the one guarding it, and it many times tried to transform into her to be to try and confuse people. Not sure if there's something there, but they did just leave and disappear. We don't know where they went. think we should go check the mill? Oh, in the logging camp?
I guess we can. I guess I'm worried that there's nothing much we can do. We can try though.
Well,
Okay.
Willowshore is bracing itself for winter. There's not much more we can do to help in 2 days. So I guess we can try and focus on this or continue bracing ourselves for winter. But
You hear a
our house,
clop, clop, clop of footsteps towards you. And the smell of smoke kind of fills the air. You recognize the defiant stomping and smoking of Granny Who. Your meeting, I assume, means you have not found her yet?
No, we have
No.
not.
Do you have any information about this?
I don't. I am worried that you did not reach out to me when you learned of it. Whatever it is you wish to do, to find her, I will ensure that my son and the guards keep Willowshore safe.
I mean, we went to the guards. I'm just saying, it's not like we tried to do this, by ourselves. We asked Jing Peng about it.
We haven't exactly formed a solid idea on how exactly she disappeared yet. Nothing
It's
seemed
like
off
she-
at the house.
It's like she disappeared into thin air.
If it is a creature, it's uncertain how to trap it.
Do you believe it is similar to Mama Bao's haunting? Or Nick Knock, the arsonist that I put away myself and executed?
We don't know.
Or the strange creature in a man's backyard with a stone face? Or vipers in people's shitters?
We don't know yet. We're still working on it.
Very well. She takes a hit of her smoke. Ha is a good guard. She would not be caught off so easily.
Well, yeah, we know that. That's why I guess we're kind of confused. We don't know where to look. Her house looks like it hasn't been touched, and her armor's still there, unclean, but it's there. No one's seen her since. Unless we wanted to start scouring the woods for anything, then I don't know.
Where did she go after the Kami celebration the day before?
the Kami celebration was 3 weeks ago.
I'm sorry. Wow. Okay.
It's alright, we were
happens.
on the same page.
That's
I thought
alright.
it was yesterday too.
Does anyone else used to own her house? Is it something similar to the burnings, the vipers? Any past grudges that could be formed?
No, I helped build it with my father. And his grandfather? As the mystery hangs over your heads here on Dawnstep Bridge, Granny Who has given you permission to leave, / has said she will protect the town, make sure the guards are on watch. I don't want
Have
you
any
guys to stumble around each other for too long. Is there any ideas that you have to pursue this? We leave it as it lies.
Ross,
Just
can you remind me of what your dream said again?
I'll sketch you the eye of bringing it up in front of everyone.
No, this is me meta talking because I would remember this, but
Oh, crap. Let's see if I can remember. All right.
people's heads were missing and they turned into butterflies. Was that the dream?
Their heads were missing. Where their heads would be was Kadopti's butterflies. People were not interacting or taking notice of me. Even Katai, who was also missing a head with butterflies. The lantern was glowing brightly, but it went out. When the creature touched me, it forced me back into the room like I woke up, but I was still dreaming. It was at the foot of my bed. It had my face. The rest of its body is fuzzy, in my memory at least. And it was made of completely of red butterflies, I think.
It broke apart into them
Apart.
and cut your face.
What if people are being slowly replaced by these red butterfly things? Your dreams are like telling you that.
That's what I'm like inching towards at the moment.
Well, that would mean Katai's been replaced.
Not yet necessarily.
I don't think it would be possible. I'm too powerful for that.
If we go with the, I don't know, Ross's idea right now is only like, maybe they're going after like, pillars of positivity in the town. So like, maybe Kazuma would be a viable target next. Kind of a cheerful guy, and like, I don't know, do a stakeout or something around his house.
The lanterns we should keep an eye on because it was a part of your dream and it went out.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know who to tell. Does Jobin's sister know anything about mindscapes?
I haven't talked to her yet about it. I mean, she knows about it, but I haven't talked to her about it in terms of trying to figure out what to do. We've been mainly focusing on winter.
Yeah,
Or
how can
magical
someone
effects in
disappear
general.
out of a mindscape? I feel like they can't go very far.
Oh, we know one person who's able to do it,
The governor.
Governor.
and
Shinzo.
Asahina.
Asahina.
Mhm. See, pretty much what has happened to her is similar to what has happened to the governor, except that the governor's house went with him. At least that's what we're assuming. It went with him. She's just missing. Poof, out of thin air.
You don't think she was she was always an Endoro, do you?
Well, remember one of the Endoro was supposed to be build trust and then betray.
I mean, she was the first person we met when we came back to Willowshore in this mindscape.
From the
They're
temple
also
or
guard.
When we came back. Yeah, like session 1.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one hell of
They
a
were just in
long
the
con.
watchtower, so it's like, yeah.
But this doesn't seem like a betrayal. This seems like like they've gone missing. That makes sense. Usually a betrayal, you wanna, most stories when somebody betrays them, they there's the revelation that they have done it before they disappear.
Maybe this is the betrayal. She got close to us, and then she disappeared to hurt us. I don't know.
I don't think we can do anything about this except watch.
That's what I mean. I feel
Yeah,
like we
at the
kind of
moment.
don't really have much we can do.
Yeah, we don't
besides
have any
listen
leads.
More.
Yeah, we wait for something else bad to happen.
Very well.
But if we don't find her before winter, then hopefully she's okay wherever she is.
I'm gonna stand guard by the lantern like I used to do. I'll make sure it doesn't go out. And if anything suspicious happens, I'll come find you guys.
All right.
Okay.
Now, you guys did have one more week of downtime to roll. If Katai, you are giving up your week to guard the lantern,
Yes, I will.
very well. What would the rest of you do with a week? This final week, these final days before winter strikes.
Let's get some more food.
Your food's at like what, 21?
Who's at
Security's
21?
23.
Yeah, security's
We don't have
23.
enough food. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we should get food. We should
Okay.
also, if we can crit food, we should also add some more hope too, because we know what's going to happen when winter comes because of hope. How much does it cost to do a tea ceremony again?
The tea ceremony, downtime?
Yeah.
10 gold.
Mm.
It costs 100 gold to automatically treat any failure as a success. And if you succeed, like critically succeed, you'll get the money back and more of the 10.
All right, we have 13 gold. Should one of us do a tea ceremony to get that hope to 10?
Wouldn't hurt.
Sure.
'Cause I don't know how much help I'm going to be on food.
Yeah, I do food and you do the hope.
All right. Knock your 10 gold, and you may roll me either performance, society, or T-lore check. Which one's your
Okay,
best?
hold on.
Oh.
Let's find out. Let's find out. All right, T lore plus 14, society plus 14, performance not good. All right.
So
All right,
you,
we'll go T.
no matter what, you'll get a +2. 1 from the T-Kami blessing, and 2 from the actual T set that you were given.
Okay. So that's a total of +2. You said.
+2.
All right. All right. 2. That's and all right. Here we go. And
26.
Mm.
You do not get your money back with this. It's not a critical success.
what did I roll? I rolled a 10. You think it's worth it?
No.
You are
3
very,
hero points.
I say go for it.
You
know,
are-
You could also critically fail.
you are very close to a critical success. I will say that.
No, we'll stick. We'll stick with the.
Okay.
It's only 10 gold. We'll get 10 gold back.
You'll lose your 10 gold, but the tea ceremony is a resounding success.
It's like the final tea ceremony before winter.
It is. You do the tea ceremony for the paying customers, and then you perform a ceremony for people for free at the last day of the work week, providing them with tea, light snacks, and a scintillating conversation and gossip, Jobin. Does it sound about right?
Mhm.
Very well. You'll be at 10 hope points. And then we will move in to everyone else. Zian, what would you do?
Food.
8 harvest or 8 hunt?
What have I been doing? Whatever's athletics.
Harvest.
Okay.
Here it is.
Oops. Let's do that.
Excellent. 2 more. Bringing you up to 23. Very well done. Wildly successful as you are, and foraging the last of the northern expansion before you have to abandon it for the winter. You help get everyone away from the northern expansion and back to huddle into Willowshore before it is far too dangerous to head out. All right. And lastly, Ross, what would you do for downtime?
Harvest.
Okay, go for it. That'll be a success. You'll gain one more food point, bringing you up to 24. And lastly, we have Katai. Katai, what would you like to roll? To intimidation, maybe? Like on the bridge? To ward off dangers?
Can I make an athletics check?
Sure, I would allow that.
Okay.
Or-
Okay, cool. I don't have a lot of
Religion?
skills. So,
Religion,
Um,
Shizuru, Willowshore lore, anything like that would work.
I'm gonna do athletics. Athletics is really good.
Yeah, by all means.
So that's all I really got is athletics. I'll just basically I'll patrol up and down. Like I'll do like a whole set, pretty much non-stop.
Okay. That will bring you up to 11 hero... Apologies. Hope points. As your figure being around will aid them in the last time before winter. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. And I assume you all spend the rest of your days over the week listening for any sign of higher ha.
Mm-hmm.
There's none.
Oh.
Gossip comes around. Her daughter worries profusely. But soon it becomes, she'll be back. Soon. Later. Hopefully. Maybe. Staying within her house, and Zhang Peng giving him time off to be with his daughter. People wait, listen, and take notice of the missing Willowshore beloved guard. But there's nothing. No signs, no leads, no traces. Not even another person missing. Instead, the only thing that happens is to you. Zien, on that first day after you heard of the dream from the husband, you also wandered during the night. You found yourself playing in a familiar downtown marketplace. You found yourself playing a flute that was broken and spewing butterflies from your mouth. The music discordant, broken. And you saw familiar frames. You don't know how long you've been there as you played your music. But all the people of the downtown that walk by have severed bleeding heads and red butterflies flowing out. And it's only whenever you see the familiar frame of Mong-un, same as ever, broken and severed, do you realize what's going on? What do you do as you feel something behind you?
Is it nighttime?
Yes.
Oh man. If only Jobin were here to tell me what the 8 rules were. I know it's either don't look or don't ask who it is.
It's oh well.
So if I do
They call your
nothing-
name.
Yeah.
Mong-un walks right past you. Instead of doing her usual wait, listen, and conversation. She doesn't even pay attention to you or your music from your broken flute.
Is she going anywhere in particular?
You see her wander to a market stall. Stare. What could be considered staring? At the stall's owner. Taking something from her bag, tossing coins. Grabbing something she can't eat without a face. And simply walking off towards her home and business.
Try to get her attention.
You move up, you go to speak to her, you go to wave at her. Perhaps you even stand in front of her, but she just walks beside you, her head bleeding at the seams. The butterflies almost whipping across your face if you get closer. And behind her, in her shadow as she goes past you, you see lurking in the market stalls a creature just beyond your vision. But you know better as a man of the woods of a creature about to pounce on you. Do you brace yourself?
Yeah, let's do this.
You go to grab your weapon. You reach down for the smoking, billowing blade you got from Asahina. But you have no weapon at your side. And when you go to look up towards the creature, as you see its smoky shadow push out from the market stall, you wake up in sweat, drenched in sweat. In your bed. But you are not alone. At the foot of your bed, you can see, staring right back at you, your own face. Resolve spread across it, and it begins to make its way, floating towards you. What do you do?
Is there a body or is it just a floating face?
Just a face.
He probably would reflexively try to keep it away.
Okay. As you reach forward, it bursts into 1,000 red butterflies and scratches into your flesh with their wings like razors. Give me a will save.
I would like to re-roll that one.
You may.
Oh
Heck yeah,
That's,
bring it.
It's tough.
no!
Some unknown force. Something has torn yourself. You saw your eyes, Zian. Those were your eyes, your resolve, your feelings. You. Not something stealing your face. That was you. Somehow, somewhere. But you cannot help yourself. Not anymore. You're cursed with the conviction that you will die. You get a -1 penalty to all saving throws against fear effects going forward. And you have a dreaded fear of falling unconscious. If you do, you'll be stupefied every time you drop.
Going to sleep count?
No. Reducing to 0 hit points is what counts. For you, though, conceptually, though you don't understand the exact specifics of this feeling that's now hanging around your back, it's dread. A shadow looming over your shoulders. Would you confide in anybody? Would you go out to work that day at all?
He would probably talk to Ross because now we have something in common.
Okay. Would you like to tell me what you talk about?
He would try to tell him about the dream and that it was very similar to what Ross told him. And then he would tell him about the creature in the mist. And then he would tell him about the face that makes him very uncomfortable.
All right. Some similarities, some differences also. No lantern. Both saw someone close to us.
I'm gonna die, Ross.
No.
Before that dream, I would agree with you. Now, it's gonna happen.
Well, it would come to us at any time. But if it does, you can rest assured that Pharasma will take you in her arms.
I'm sorry.
Ross, it's not comforting. It's the opposite.
You will be judged.
Ross.
It's okay to
Ross,
fear
what the
death.
fuck?
Tell you what, don't let me. If all I ask is if it's you or Katai or Jobin, I don't know about Fang, but don't let me turn into an Endoru. Just finish me off. Promise me you'll do that.
Yes, I can do that. It's not to let it get that far.
And I'll figure out how to tell Ziyang about this. I just don't know what to tell her right now.
Sounds good. You go home with your comforting words from Ross. And as you go home, do your best. Jobin, that night is a night like any other. You wake up, you go downstairs past the 2 dragon statues, past your shop front, you head downwards into the mostly dilapidated and distant people of Willowshore's North Ridge, these farms where no one's outside. You make your way to the Storming Beetle, you head inside, Yami is not there. You set up the tea shop, ready yourself for the upcoming tea ceremony. And as you get things started, you begin to pour things. Your first customers begin to flood in. A family of 6, all of them dripping gore onto your floor. Their heads severed from their bodies, with red butterflies floating in their place. They sit down at your tables. They do not order anything from you. And as you realize that something is wrong, you reach for Mushi on your neck. And the snake platters with a splat on to your bar, its head dripping with ink. You see more people flood in, filling the Storming Beetle. The people of Willowshore, all gone. Granny Hu, Old Mitsuki, your friends that check in on you in the morning, but they never say hi to you. They interact with everyone else and go and take their places. What do you do?
Do we have a mirror or something like that in the storming beetle?
If you wish to have a mirror, you can have one.
Yeah, he kind of like seeing that this is going on and no one's paying attention. I mean, it seems like everybody's acting normal, but he's seeing the Kukopti butterflies on everything. He's gonna like try and check in on himself
Okay.
and look for a mirror.
You rush over to where people can relieve themselves. You rush towards somewhere where there would be a mirror. You head inside, you close the door behind you, you begin to panic. You look into the mirror, holding it up to your face. And there is a pale comparison to yourself. And behind your shoulder is a shadowed figure that lunges and covers your face before you wake up with a pit in your stomach in your room. Mushi slithering onto your head, curious. At the foot of your bed, is your face in terror that you saw in the mirror. How would you react to seeing it?
He would probably try and like get out of bed and get away from it.
It lunges towards you, clearly trying to say something, before it is torn to pieces, breaking into butterflies that rush towards you, slicing your face. Give me a will save.
Hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
He has this. I just want to check if this might have something to do with this. When does this affect me? It's not letting me. Hold on. There it goes. Okay, no. Okay, yeah. All right, here you go. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that. Okay.
Despite the feelings that grow in your stomach when you see it, it simply happened. It must have been a nightmare. Even if there is a cut on your face, it must have been whenever you staggered up to your feet. But you saw what happened, whether you take it as a dream or not. But you are not cursed or marred. Perhaps scared. Would you tell?
Oh yeah.
Anyone?
Of course, like the next time he sees everybody, he's telling them everything.
Okay. I'll assume that morning at the Dawnstep Bridge, you all meet.
Yeah.
You tell them everything that you saw.
Yeah.
How would you react?
Like run, like as soon as he sees them. I had this strangest dream last night. Everybody was walking around with the baskets from the butterfly basket heads. Everybody was acting normal though, and then some shadowy creature attacked me. And I woke up in my bed, but I was still dreaming. And then I saw my own scared face rush towards me and then explode or get slashed, ripped into butterflies. But it did look like it was trying to tell me something before it got ripped into butterflies.
So you and Ross have had these dreams so far.
Wait, Ross had this dream?
Yeah, didn't you have one about going to the lantern and going out and people were butterflies?
Did Ross tell us, or did Ross only tell CN?
I thought he said it out loud when we checked the lantern.
I just said that I had a dream where the lantern went out.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
No, you're fine. But yeah, with another one of us having this dream, we spill the beans and be like, oh, not just me and Zian then.
Wait, when did you? This is really important.
Guys,
What
I
we've
feel
been
like
dealing
we should tell each other things more often. I feel like this is a very important.
Well, I would tell you things if you lived at home.
Ooh.
That's not fair, first of all. And we're not talking about that right now.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was even connected to what was going on or if it was just stress. It wasn't until like 2 days ago when Zian said he had something somewhere.
Well, now that's 4 people in Willowshore that's had this kind of dream. Can I make a recall knowledge check on any kind of monster or creature I might know about that has the ability to influence dreams?
Job is trying to do the same.
By all means, give me recall knowledge. You know of plenty of creatures that attack via dreams. Nightmares and other beings that are specifically designed to do this. Hags that dread the dreams of many people. But something's wrong with it. What's the point of it? Why is your face there? How is it connected to the red butterflies? Is it playing on your own fears? Why is it so specific to Kugabti? Why are you appearing in the end? You're confident you know of creatures that can do this. But between the vanishings, your father, Higher Ha, the dreams, you don't know of anything specific, no. Nothing ties this all together.
And Fang hasn't had one, right?
Not yet.
I also hasn't had one.
Yet.
Right.
Yet.
Maybe we have a sweep over at the tea house. We can observe the two of you.
Okay.
Right? I mean, if it's a creature, it might have to interact with the person, so maybe we can catch it.
Okay. Slumber party at the tea house. We can like take shifts and stuff, right?
Well, I have this spell now. I don't know if it'll. You see here. This spell.
Alarm. Good, yeah. So if there's a creature coming to visit us in our dreams, we'll catch it.
It is corporeal creatures only, so maybe it won't, depending on how this thing interacts, but it could be an option.
I think it's a good idea.
More of a shot, at least.
Okay. Together you rest on the last day before winter. Setting up alarms. Do you reach out to anybody else perhaps that would have methods of guarding you from such dreams, such nightmares?
Well, I'll talk to my sister, see if she knows anything.
She doesn't know anything that can protect the dreams of people, but she knows that there are Fulus to do so. She suggests maybe the Cloud Paper House. Kawaka.
All right.
Would you head over?
Fulus from Kawaka. Put an alarm up. I think would be pretty good.
Okay. Heading over, the old Tengu would greet you all happy, hear of your plight and concerns, and would say, "Oh, well, yes, I can create something similar to protect a private from such creatures. You'd at the very least know if an incorporeal creature was entering into your room, or at the very least protect your mind entirely. Very well, yes, very well." And as it claps his beak together, he will start handing you some Fulus for free. You know him very well enough. I'll craft what I can over the coming weeks.
Okay,
Okay, well,
thank you.
All right. And setting up a few follows on the Storming Beetle and heading to slumber. Time.
No.
The bridge is
Damn it.
mostly empty. The dark around you is lit up by the lantern, as usual. The river runs cold, dim, almost. And as you wait, continuing your guard duties, something catches you off guard. People begin to walk by you. Not stumbling, walking defiantly despite their severed heads. They move forward, not giving you the light of day, despite, your valiantness, your regard as a ring. One person in the morning becomes two. A cart full of creatures moving by, every person on them, the workers in the back, eating breakfast, scooping meals that they have prepared, beans into their severed gullets. They pay no attention to you.
Okay. I have been informed by my friends about this.
You have.
It is freaky, but I know that this is likely a dream.
Mm-hmm. Fang walks up towards you on top of a
I'm back,
severed...
boy.
Hi! Astride atop a severed beetle's head. You see Fang himself, his fur coated in blood. Red butterflies floating overhead. You see Jobin approaching, head marred and gone. Your brother walking behind you from South Bank, from your home that he claimed for himself, head gone. And even Zien. And they all walk up towards each other. And they begin to converse. No words are spared. You don't hear them, but they seem to talk to each other.
I'm going to take a very deep breath. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to try to tune out all the commotion and the freaky stuff that's going on around me. Alright. Mr. Dream Guy. You gonna just keep sending us freaky dreams, or you're gonna come out and fight us or something? Because I'm getting real tired of it.
There's no response. Do you open your eyes?
Yes.
As each of your little eyes pop open, you're not on the bridge anymore. You're in your bed. And you can see across is the furious face, as serious as you've ever been, the dozen-eyed face of yourself. No mask, nothing. It looks at you with desperation and fury.
I've fought scarier things. Show yourself and I'll kick your ass.
You see your face contort into pain at the foot of the bed, before it too is torn apart, splitting into butterfly upon butterfly upon butterfly, and flying at you, enraged. And they slice and mark you. You can make me a will save.
Okay.
But they're nothing. They do nothing to you. They don't draw blood. They don't draw pain. You reach up and you snatch one out of the air and crush it. And then you wake up.
Come on, Mr. Dream Demon. Oh, okay. Wake up.
Is that what you say as you wake up fully?
Yeah, I say, come on, I'll show yourself. I'll punch you. I'll take you out. Oh.
As you get up and you look around across your room, I should say your room, it's the Storming Beetle with everyone else. All of you would wake up, I assume, when Katai suddenly flares up.
She's got her sword out. She's ready to go.
You had the dream?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Where is he? I'm gonna get him.
All of you.
Nothing went off.
There were a bunch of butterflies at me. I grabbed them and I crushed them because I'm cool and he's stupid.
Perhaps it's Katai that sees it first. Perhaps it's Jobin or Ross, Fang, Zian. But there is something different this time. As you look down towards Katai's bed, roll, crushed into the pillow is a dead, blood-red butterfly.
Ross, do you see the invisible stuff?
I will cast it.
Your eyes flare up to the unseen. You look around the Storming Beetle, up, down, around the floorboards. Nothing.
I don't see anything, Jobin.
Okay. Well, that's new. Looking at the butterfly.
Well, when the butterflies came at me, I fought back. Did you guys fight back when they came at you?
At first I kind of ran. I'll say that.
I don't blame you. That's a fair reaction.
One of the windows.
Anything, Idamir?
It doesn't help you here. No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to flare up, tickle.
I got
Anything.
no fucking clue what we're looking for. But
He's like, I'm just here to be helpful. I don't know what's going on.
What you do know, Fang, is you do hear a window upstairs fly open. And you hear a jingle as something jumps once, twice, and up onto the chandelier above you. And you see Yami, whose hair is all on end. And she clings to the chandelier looking terrified.
Yami, what's the matter?
Outside.
You hear from the open window as you realize shouts, screams, for help, for aid.
Oh shit.
We rush
Head out.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey, Fang, just to catch you up real quick, what's going on? So Higher Ha's still missing. We tried to find her for like a few days. She's totally gone. She's like vanished into thin air kind of situation. Also, Cian, Jobin, Ross, and myself all had freaky dreams about everybody being decapitated and our heads being butterflies. And then I punched a butterfly, and that's a dead butterfly over there. And now we're trying to find this dream demon that keeps getting at us.
If it's a dream demon, we're not 100% sure yet.
It's
Okay.
definitely a dream demon.
Idamir, I wouldn't have expected you to roleplay with me not being here, but did Fang have any of the dreams?
you did not, but you did go up to see Great Willow, and Great Willow did not see you. Like, it was not there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we get the sense that Willowshore is like bracing itself for winter, so everybody's like huddling.
Okay.
Even the lantern's light is kind of restricting itself a bit to get ready for winter.
Maybe. We don't know if that's the reason. It might just be
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
things are
It could be
happening.
cursed.
We
Yeah, it could be cursed too. Yeah.
Everything.
Also, Cian is also cursed.
Oh
now.
yeah. Use a -1 to every fear effect.
Hmm.
As you guys...
Fang would have drawn a circle on the ground for Cian, and he would have said, "What goes around comes around."
Yes, as you guys all begin to get up, grab your gear, get everything together, because you guys were ready in case something would happen in the night, a door bursts open, and you can see Zhang Peng. He says, "We need you. Something's wrong." And he points backwards behind him. I assume you guys all rush out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Across the river, as you walk outside of a storming beetle, there is a veritable plume, a miasma, spreading, flowing upwards into the sky of crimson red smoke. Coming from the southern shore stores. And you, Jobin, who know Willowshore's stores down there all more familiar, recognize it to be coming from the Cloud Paper House.
No,
Oh, Kawaka.
Waka.
Do you guys run?
Right.
This
Yeah.
is our second Kawaka jump death scare
Mhm.
in a row. Kawaka, no.
Not this time.
All right, yeah, running towards the paper house,
Okay.
asking if there's anything. I guess having Zhang Peng run with us and fill us in as we're running.
We don't know. We don't know anything.
Okay.
I was informed by my guards, and I came to get you as I got my gear on. I figured you'd be of aid.
All right. Well, let's find out.
All right. And together, it seems to be getting worse. And as you guys listen, it's not silent. But it's not the sound of fire. As you guys run forward, you can hear the sound of as sections of the entire Cloud Paper House sunders and falls in on itself. Its own roof, sides of its buildings made completely of stone fall down upon each other. And you can feel the crushing weight of a home breaking down as you guys are rushing across Dawnstep Bridge. The lantern just beside you, doing nothing to help you against this strange event. And together, as you rush onto the scene, you can see people are gathered. People are scared. There's no flames. Just a crimson color of plumes. Dozens of frightened townfolk gather in the streets, and they all turn towards you. You've come! There's people in there! Still! We haven't seen Kawaka! Look! And they point towards the Cloud Paper House. Down the street. And you struggle to realize what is happening. Falls apart. You watch a section of the roof turn to smoke and ash and just float away into the air. And the pieces that were supported by it fall in after it. Clearly unable to support itself under the weight, and you hear a scream from within as people rush outside.
It's saying this. Hopefully, we're not within earshot of Zhang Peng. Is the mindscape falling apart?
I need to get people away from
We
here.
can-
There's already injured.
Okay.
Well, we gotta go find Kawaka and the people inside, right?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yes.
let's go.
All right.
Wait, so
This
this
is
house
the-
is
this-
like
this is the bear
on
house right here?
fire, like full of smoke.
It's here. The entrance.
Oh.
What was that,
Adamir, this house is like on fire, full of smoke.
There's no fire. There's just smoke. Just crimson smoke flowing out from it. There is two entrances. One is into the lumber yard.
Does the smoke smell like normal smoke?
It smells like ash. Strange ash. Like dilapidated ash. Like wet ash.
But we hear a fire.
No.
No.
Just the building falling in on itself.
All right. Can I recall knowledge to see if this is a natural effect?
You absolutely can, as I assume you guys rush forward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys would see, look over And you recognize him from what was happening, Katai, at his home with the Vipers. And he looks towards you
Snakes.
and seems as though that you are inspiring some sort of confidence for him.
I give him a thumbs up.
Okay. You make your way towards the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this the cloud paper house or
It
is this
is.
the cloud paper house? Okay.
Okay. Ross, you put your head in. And it's falling apart. There's people screaming inside. You hear a woman yelling for help. You hear an old man stumbling as he falls down. You hear a child crying in the back of this place. But more importantly, as you enter into this place, you see something else. Something floating there. As you look ahead, it's 4 glowing golden eyes that blaze into existence in front of you. It's within the smoke inside the building. It has no body, no legs to carry it. It is a monstrous red visage that bleeds into air around them. For just a moment, you can see it, all of you. Yellowed fangs twist gruesomely out from its mouth before abruptly vanishing. You see black sleeves that billow around a crimson body, slipping into reality before something falls underneath it. In these torrents of cloth, and they leak roiling clouds of some kind of strange smell before it collapses into ash and blows away in the wind. A few paces more as you stare into the face, and it suddenly goes out, and only the acrid smell of smoke remains, as do the calls of help that come from the collapsing building beyond. And we'll go to break.
I don't know them. Okay.
You don't know them?
I mean,
I don't know.
they're wearing a red cloak and a red mask, and their skin is not red, so they're definitely not Katai.
Yeah. Not Katai.
Katai-
I don't know.
Katai's skin is red and wears white. It's different.
Uh-huh.
They're the opposite of Katai.
To answer you, Feng, you are as thrown off by this smoke as you were by the strangeness of the mist that you encountered in summer.
Okay.
It seems to defy all nature and logic as you look at it. And, of course, color. I'll make sure that everyone can see inside whenever we come back from break. But I'm going to throw you guys into initiative when we come back. And you have a limited time before the NPCs start just dying in
What?
here. They are trapped under rocks. The things are falling down on them. And they are all extremely injured.
We can save them.
All right.
Save them.
Excellent. I'm very excited for you to try. See you guys in 15.
We're gonna succeed. Relax.
Uh-huh.
Relax.
And hello, everyone.
I gotta go. I'll be back.
All right, and we return. Looks like everything's working great. So let's get into this, shall we? All right, I'm gonna roll initiative for everything.
Everybody throw that effect on you. Well, I guess Katai and Jovan. Everyone else is too far away.
I feel like it would have been closer, but the game was close.
When you have
Yep.
when you have a premonition about danger, you
Zine, would you be closer?
You can just throw the effect on you. It gets
He would have
10.
tried to be. However close you think he'd be.
How's this?
That works.
Okay.
wow, you get curse bound from this. Ooh.
Yeah, I do. No worries. We're here to save people.
There's not a monster, right? Like there's that red cloak figure vanished, right?
Yep, they vanished as,
Okay.
you came close.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Why did my dice change?
Oh, sorry, the update overhaul. You have to redo it. I apologize. Oh, right. Ooh. Shall we? All right. As you all look inside, you see the figure pass by. Its many eyes, its twisted face, and all of its billowing robes turning to ash. You look around inside this place. It is a crumbling mess. There is no fire in here, but smoke pours from every orifice that you can see, and even from the ground. And you can see, as this billowing crimson smoke flows through the air from places, things around where the smoke are just breaking down, rotting. And you watch as entire support beams just fall in sudden, cataclysmic sizes. Inside, you can see a kitsune who struggles underneath that massive boulder, barely holding on to consciousness as she tries to push it over herself. You can see an old man immobilized and unconscious as he sits there on the ground with rubble straddling across his back. And you hear a crying child deep within the cloud paper house screaming for help. And you would see Ross across the way, another one of these beings begin to float. You watch as it flows through a wall and into the actual house. And it begins to make its way, floating towards the old man. As it does, you see it waves this massive, strange implement that billows with smoke, the same smoke all around. As he walks beside a rock and support beam, it crumbles through. But that's all it can do in this turn, as it gets closer and closer to this person. Zien, what do you do?
You guys are going to love this. He delays till after Fang.
Oh, wow. Perfect. That brings it to another unseen force on the opposite end as it begins to make its way, as you see it manifest, towards a crying child. Kitai, what do you do?
I rush in. Oh man, should I rush in? Oh boy.
I mean,
We got it, right?
What would Katai do?
Rush in. Thanks, Dom. Alright, she rushes in. 25. Oh no, 20 or 25 movement. The ruler doesn't seem to be working, unfortunately. I can't remember there.
Yeah, the new update.
Broke the ruler?
This is like it's like strength of thousands. It doesn't change colors. You gotta know your own speed.
20. Oh man, and the under rubble, right? You said.
Yeah, that one is under rubble. You can see her struggling, and she looks over towards this strange floating being, and she looks terrified. And she watches you going, "Ah, help the old man!"
I can't reach the old man. I don't have enough movement speed. Yeah, I can't. Oh yes, I can. I can actually get right here. Sorry, lady. Okay. Ooh, I don't think I can actually. That rock is in the way. Shit. Yeah, I can't get to him with my turn. So I'm gonna go over to her and I'm gonna use athletics check to pull her out.
Yeah, the solidly built kitsune woman begins to struggle her way out. You can go ahead and give me a force open.
Force open.
DC 23.
I wish I could control F these actions.
Yeah. I
Huh?
don't know.
My,
So many times.
my alphabet knowledge is weak, I fear.
Yeah.
Basic action macro should still be working, right?
Oh, it is.
It is.
Oh,
it
it
is.
is.
It's just.
I,
there's a
I'm
lot. There's a
confident
lot
that-
there. It's hard to find it sometimes.
Where is it? Force open. There it is. Okay.
Under fate.
Tie.
Okay.
If that, I'll reroll it.
Sounds good.
Okay, it's a little better.
Okay. As you heave it up, you see her crushed legs underneath, and she scoots out, letting out a groan. You can see she's barely holding herself together as she's been bludgeoned and pulped. She is slowed too, despite you freeing her.
That's okay. She can at least start to move now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go get out. I'll get the old man too.
She looks up. Thank you. She starts to get up. You can see her body almost shifting. You see the bottom of half of her body was still in a human form.
Oh, okay. All right, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Ross, what do you do?
Collide over a wall.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't get to the old man, because I was colliding with the wall.
The rocks are full rocks. They are sizable chunks of the Cloud Vapor House, unfortunately.
Alright, first section is straight up there.
Ross, as you watch in and you can see everything falling, you know that you have a limited amount of time before this entire building will fall on you.
Gotta hurry, could die. Targeting the old man and Sune, who was rescued by Kitai. Ross will lifelink with them.
Okay.
They get 3d4.
That will bring the man up to almost full HP as he wakes up. Liu Yang! And he begins to look left and right, and you can see he's holding on to the end of what appears to be some kind of lunchbox or basket before he rolls around and sees the creature floating over top of him. So oh!
Last action, I guess.
Okay. That's your turn?
The other one would also get the 7.
Oh, she'll also get the 7?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Linked to 2 creatures.
She is still very injured. And slowed too. Actually, I'll make that slowed 1 now. But she is prone on the ground as she's getting up. And that's your turn?
That is.
Fang.
Alright, Beetle is going to independent action move in. Oh, do we not have the drag ruler anymore?
No,
Nope.
we don't.
It's, the new updates broke that from Foundry.
I can do the speed, okay.
There's one other corner.
I used Pathfinder, like the Path Guider. But, not sure if it worked fully. Alright.
Alright.
Everything's crumbling all around you. This whole place is falling apart. You're welcome to do recall knowledges. You're welcome to make me nature checks. You're welcome to do whatever you wish.
Does this creature look incorporeal?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It is flowing with the crimson smoke.
It's so hard to tell what is happening here. So you said the roof is collapsing.
Everything is collapsing around you, yes.
What's the roof made of?
Stone, clay, and wood. And clay
Okay.
tiles.
Okay. And how high is the roof? How tall is it?
Looks like it is 20 feet. 25 feet to the actual roof, 20 feet is up to the rafters.
Okay. And do the rafters look like where the structural integrity is failing?
It looks like the structural integrity is failing in the floor, the support beams, the walls, and the roof. Wherever this smoke is touching, sections of the cloud paper house are breaking down into nothing without even fire being there and turning to smoke.
So the smoke is like disintegrating stuff.
Essentially, yes. It looks more like disintegration than being burned away or broken.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess. Fang can't really like. All right. Fang is going to get off a beetle.
Okay.
One action. Last two actions, he's gonna cast Sacred Deadly.
All right. You summon a cloud into here that begins to sprinkle across. And where are you landing it?
Right there.
Okay.
So I believe if he is a fiend, undead, or a creature that has a weakness to holy, he needs to make a reflex.
Key is none of those.
That does not add up to what Fang does. But okay. Alright, that's my turn.
All right.
I will say it does feel really nice.
Oh, okay.
Warm water.
It does dilapidate and break down some of the smoke. So I will roll it against this. $38.
Okay.
So it would entirely ignore all of the rain going down across it. It is confusing to look at. It just falls through it. All right.
Alright.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Zien.
All right, I can't see anything. So, this first action, I'll move into the building. Oh, neat. Second action. I'd like to recall knowledge on these things.
Give me recall knowledge. This does not feel like your area of expertise. Whatever it is, you don't know anything about it, you weren't raised to know things about it. You feel as though somebody, however, with religion would likely know more. It does seem to be a spirit of some kind.
That's okay. And third action, he will move again.
Okay.
That's his turn.
All right. You hear a child crying desperately deep within this place as the creature is flowing towards it. In that manner, however, you will see a man will rush by. They're going to stride 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Past you, Jobin. You are! Oh. And he will rush deeper within. Come here, you! Come here!
Oh my god.
And you just hear the child continue to cry. Jobin, what do you do?
Okay. First action, he'll stride in. Okay, 4. 5. 6. Okay. So Katai's helping this guy. This guy is under there, and there's a little. I saw this guy running, and he ran all the way over there to get this little kid.
Yep.
All right. All right. Jobin's gonna cast a spell.
Game.
He's gonna cast. Translocate to teleport 120 feet.
Ooh. All right.
All right, so let me just check here. Yeah, he's gonna teleport over to here.
Okay. I'll drag you over there. Sound good?
Yeah.
With Mushi?
Yeah, Mushi would. Well, I can't actually teleport with Mushi.
You cannot?
No,
Sounds good.
not until higher level.
All right. As you appear, you see, as you move in between,
Right.
would you be one more to the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right in front of the kid.
You see this figure directly to your right, breaking in and out of reality, just floating towards you. And you watch as the 4 golden eyes, which come back into reality, stare and move on to you as it holds forward the smoking, strange stick.
All right. He's gonna turn towards the kid. And, that's all his actions.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to get the make
You
sure
see,
the kid stays safe.
she is clearly no more than 5 years old, and she looks up and she points. She's holding onto her back, which seems hurt, and there is a item lodged into the rafters that she's pointing up at.
All right.
It is this.
Okay. Alrighty. Mushi's independent action is they're going to fly up. So we'll put them 10 feet, and they're gonna fly 40 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, there's a lot of diagonals in there, so they'll be right here. They'll be right here.
Right there?
Yep.
Sounds good. As she points up, you can see this doll is hanging from a snap bamboo pole protruding from the ceiling above. It's hanging by its cape. Barely.
Okay.
All right.
That's my turn.
You hear this old man go, "Oh, what is happening? Nephew! Nephew! Liu Yang!" And he would step upwards. And as he does, you see a section of the roof above him begin to billow away and dilapidate. And it falls downwards. He's going to make a reflex save. All right. He is slammed with a plethora of rocks and wood and clay brick. You lose sight of him as he's reduced
Damage would get reduced by 5.
by 5.
5 wing.
Okay. You would hear a muffled scream from below, and you'd lose sight of him as he's buried underneath the rubble. But he is definitely still alive from what you can hear down below. The powerfully built Kitsune uses one action to stand up. And she looks around and begins to back away. What's happening? And she will start to hobble towards the street. She's slowed. She'll only have one action to move. And she got 20 feet of movement. So she will hobble away. Past you all. This being begins to float left and right. You see, as it was floating towards the old man, he is now covered in rocks and rubble. And you see its head snap on a swivel, breaking 180 degrees in an eerie gaze. Before the 4 golden eyes mate with Z Yin and your grouping. And it will float towards you all. The being is going to float to here. But first thing it will do on its turn is a pulse of rippling energy will flow out from it. Mushi is within range.
Okay.
And Mushi will notice as has to dodge, dip, and go diagonal as everything around this creature suddenly becomes distorted. The ground begins to grow into difficult terrain as it rots under this thing's feet. Well, if it had feet. And everything begins to smoke. And it will float to here, leaving a difficult terrain area. Zian, it'll then raise up this smoking torch and stab it into your stomach. $22. Looks like that is a miss. You will dodge quickly to the side before it can get into your chest, and you are safe from it. But there is an uneerily cold touch that comes from it, and pain shoots up your arm from being even close to it. And it just hovers there in front of you, breaking in and out of existence. This one over here is going to leave its emanation.
Does Mushi need a roll for anything for this area?
No, it is now all difficult terrain that's falling around him.
Okay. All right.
And this being will move forward unhampered by its own difficult terrain and raise up its also torch towards you, Jobin.
Okay.
That'll be a 30.
Yep. It hits.
Alright. You're gonna take 24 void damage.
Oof.
As a section of your body is turned and starts to disintegrate just by its mere touch. As it roils around you and breaks you down, it is an unknowable pain. Alright. As it just floats there, there's no sound, there is no words, there is no reason behind it. It is just floating towards you and doing this. Kitai, what do you do?
That old-
So Fang
Yeah.
behind you is like,
Uh-huh.
Katai, we gotta figure out what's causing the smoke. It's unnatural. I don't recognize it.
Probably this freaky floating red guys, right?
You doing a recall now?
You want me to do recall? Are you sure about that? I don't know. You should probably ask Jobin. I'm pretty dumb. I have a -1 intelligence thing. I shouldn't be doing it.
It's
Religion?
clearly religion.
Okay, I could try, but there's a man dying over there, Fang.
I'll get the man.
Yeah.
Are you able to grab the old man if I recall knowledge?
Of course I am.
It's only one action to recall knowledge.
I don't know. I only got 3 of them. Okay, I'll recall knowledge. I don't think it'll go well though.
You have decent wisdom, right?
Kitai.
It's like okay, yeah.
It's rough. You don't get a good look at them at any given point. But as you look at them, they appear to be performing some sort of monstrous ritual to this place. They are focused on doing this and haphazardly throwing these at you all. You don't know what they're doing. It's some sort of ritual, but it's likely nothing more than the figment created by powerful magic afflicting your region. It's hard to understand. If you could lean more into the recall knowledge or focus more on them, you could figure out more. But they clear to be performing something to the Cloud Paper House.
So I should kill them.
You don't know if they're actually even here. They flicker in and out of existence. It'll be very difficult to harm them in a traditional sense. You learn they're not creatures, they're a haunt.
Oh, I see.
You'll need to perform something to disrupt them in their ritual.
Like a sword through them. I'm going to go ahead and.
I mean, it does work. Yes, you can. You can. It's not the strongest thing against them, but yes, it does work.
Can I just try to exorcise them like a regular ghost, like with a religion check, and just kind of pray to Shizuru?
Yes, absolutely. You can.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to try to banish their energy from your region?
Yeah, I'm gonna draw my big ass sword. It's big now, and I'm going to have a glow this golden light. And I'm gonna try to banish them with Shizuru's blade.
Go for it. There's the check right there.
Oh, my religion is not good.
There is
Okay.
intimidation works here.
Ooh. My religion is higher than.
Sounds
intimidation.
good. All right. As you gesture towards it and you send it billowing out, the golden light cuts through the smoke. As it does, it is like a great wind that is ushered forward. You watch as the spirit is almost annihilated under its light, and as it holds itself forward, pushing its torch through, you see the 4 golden eyes are overwhelmed by your golden light. And you would see its malformed face is halfway broken off, and you can just see smoke billowing out from what vaguely resembles a face, as half of the mask is broken and destroyed. As it looks towards you, one more of those, and if someone else capitalizes on it, it will be banished.
2 actions to do that, right?
It was 2 actions to do that, yeah.
Okay, that is my turn.
All right. Ross, what do you do?
Alright, I'm gonna stride. The old man should be here. I see all the blood. I'm gonna try to dig him out.
Okay. As you reach down towards him, trying to find him under this rubble, I need you to give me a perception check
Perception, not athletics.
to locate him. Yep. The rubble is nothing under your hands as they crumble to your touch. As you move through, you billow and pull and push as it begins to make all of the ways around, and eventually you can find the man underneath, coughing, and you can reveal him.
I grasp his hands. You'll be alright. Want to heal?
Oh, thank you.
Hey, I mean,
Ross is doing
for
great.
a commoner, you don't have a lot of HP.
Nice
Right?
job, Ross. Nice job.
You hear someone at the door. Uncle! Uncle! As they try to call for me. My nephew. Safe.
Be safe if he doesn't come in here. To Fang. That's my turn.
All right. Fang, what do you do?
Alright. First I'll activate Beetle.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna move over here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna push the rebel off the old man.
Perfect. Beetle is strong enough and proficient enough to do that. He'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. You wouldn't want me to embarrass Kataya.
Actually, if you want to embarrass, you can roll for it, by all means.
No, it's fine. It's alright.
Wait, I want to see Beetle roll.
Would you say it's a survival because I'm making him survive? Oh, he's a little bit better at that.
He's trying. He's reaching. It's like me with athletics.
All right. 28 is more than enough.
Okay, and then Fang. I heard intimidation. Fang's gonna look at this spirit. And he's gonna be like, he's gonna bar his teeth. He's gonna growl. And he's gonna say, "Begone, spirit! These people have had enough, and I'll end you."
Oh snap! He called it a spirit.
Dang, can't do that.
Go for it. Give me that roll. You want me to provoke it for you?
Yeah, if
There
you
you go.
can.
As
Look
quick
at that.
as quickly as it appears and disapparates and strikes, suddenly you would watch as its form breaks into itself and it's consumed by the very smoke that it walks through. And this one disappears entirely in a flash. Well
Okay,
done.
That's me.
All right. Zien.
This is going to be real awkward to get over there.
Mm-hmm. I believe in you.
It's 2 turns to get, or 2 actions to get through the difficult terrain area. And it'll get me.
Adamira,
Mm-hmm.
if you can go into the settings under the Pathfinder 2nd Edition settings and scroll all the way to the bottom, there might be a thing for Drag Ruler there.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll do that. Continue.
Okay, I'm going to get right here with 2 movement actions. And then my 3rd action.
Fixed it. Thank you.
Yeah, you did. Cool. And my 3rd action will be trying to get over to Jobin, but I don't think I'm going to get there.
Okay.
It's the default spacebar.
X now to do it's X to do waypoints.
That's it. So that's 20, 30. Oh, there's somebody right there. Neat. So I guess I can go right here. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. That'll be Yu's turn. She looks up and says, Mr. Jelly! Mr. Jelly! As she begins to cry, and you see clearly the parents rush up and say, You have to leave it. Let's go. And he looks over towards the strange being over there in Jobin. And she goes,
Take her.
No.
Take her. I'll get Miss Jelly.
And, she is going to try to resist. And she will push her father back.
No, I can't leave now without Mr. Jelly. He'll die.
Oh no, poor girl.
Jobin, what do you do?
All right. Alrighty. I guess first action. Oof. The thing that Miss Jelly is up on the rafters, right? Stuck.
20 feet, stuck on a broken bamboo snap by its cape.
Okay. I'm gonna try and convince. Can I use one action to try and convince this girl to go with her father?
I don't know. You saw that natural 20. You can very well try with a coerce. Be a request.
Coerce?
Coerce, request, lie. One of those 2. 3.
All right, we'll go with a. I wouldn't want to leave while she's still here. All right, I'm gonna tell her that go ahead with your father. I'm gonna go and get Mr. Jelly. All right, so here's a request. Request. There it is.
That's enough for a young child.
You're a Mistbreaker. You save him.
And he will pull her away.
Okay. All right. Last action. 2 actions left. I'm gonna command Mushi to fly up top of to Mr. Jelly.
Mm-hmm.
So 20 feet out. He's a 40-foot flight speed, so I'll fly all the way up there. Oh. And he has manual dexterity, so he has 2 little arms. He can use to grab stuff.
It'll be an interact action.
All right, that's what he's gonna do. So one action, go up there. One action, fly up. The second action, interact to grab Mr. Jelly.
Okay. You watch as Mushi grabs and says,
This is no doll. This is a caricature of Hoingold's mysterious Taliji.
as he like grabs onto it.
Oh, really? He finishes saying that Joman. And then turns over, looks at this thing, and the last action, they're going to cast shield on themselves.
All right. That'll be your turn?
Yep.
All right. Zhen gets up using an action. Nephew, thank you. He grabs onto both of your hands, Ross. Thank you. And he will stride 20 feet and stride 20 feet and be grabbed by his nephew and pulled out of the building.
All right, good.
Safe.
Good.
The well-built kitsune takes a moment, and you watch as the rest of her form fully changes into a kitsune, and she will shuffle out, holding onto the wall, and also is safe. Bringing it to this creature. You watch as the area around it, as it waves and manifests around here, creates more and more difficult terrain, making it worse as sections begin to fall and break. In this round now, people are going to start having to make checks if you are close to the north side before things fall in and hurt you. However, it's got two creatures close to it, so Jobin is going to thrust its smoking torch towards you.
Okay.
It is then going to swing it towards Ziyin as well. For a 29 to a 30. The 30 is with map.
Alright. I'm definitely going to use my reaction to shield block with shield.
Okay, 19 damage to shield block with.
Alright. So let me check here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess for shield, it has hardness +2. So at level 1 +2 would be 3 +2 again. Okay, so yeah, it's only 5, so it's 10. All right, so I reduce that by 10 and I take 9.
All right.
And shield's gone.
Works for me. It is a resounding pain as it hits the both of you, and you see sections of your body flare and begin to almost break away and rot on your hands. It is disgusting and very, very painful. And that will go to Kitai.
Alrighty. So this area right here, is this difficult terrain?
That
or
is,
can-
yes.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be a pain to get through. Okay. I'm able to get here.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Here. If I end my turn in it, will it explode?
No, but it will. The building is getting worse, and you'll have to start making reflex saves against falling debris soon. If this is not handled.
Well, hopefully I'll get over there and start handling it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very slow right now, unfortunately. Can I try to exercise the haunt from over here, or do I have to be near it?
You'll have to be nearer, closer to it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end my turn right here, because I can't really get out of that area.
Okay, yeah, you have to stumble through legs break through the ground as you go. It's wet, mushy wood.
That's my turn.
Okay. Ross.
Ross is gonna stretch out and reach with his energy. Send aid to Jobin. So here comes spell.
Ooh. Spell shaping.
Thank you. I'm back to full.
Right, that's my turn.
Damn.
Hurry up. Get everyone out of the building.
Fang.
Alright, Fang's gonna stride to here. You can get back on Beetle. Beetle independent action is going to stride. Beetle, go.
Remember, it's difficult terrain.
Yeah, Beetle's fast. Yeah, you're right. Let me math that out. He's right here. 10, 20. Well, yeah, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, he could just make it out.
Okay.
Can you move Beetle to the right one? So it'd be like that. Okay. I don't want these people to get collapsed on. I'm gonna do. Fang's gonna take his staff, and he's going to slam it into the floorboards here, and he's gonna like bang on the rafters, and he's gonna sing to it in Wild Song, and he's gonna cast Shapewood,
Ooh.
and he's gonna shape it into sturdier fucking wood that's not gonna collapse in 2 turns.
Okay. You can structurally resolve this area. Would you like to say that you shape this into a bridge from here to here, too?
Oh yeah, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. As you enhance the life and shape it into the world, it does, hold on, people can run past to there. They can traverse through this section now with no issues, like a bridge, instead of having to go through the middle. This side will break down the last. Sounds good.
That's not what I wanted.
That's okay.
Ignore that.
Is that your full turn, though?
Yeah, that would be everything.
Okay, Zian.
Jobin's fine. I can't do anything to this guy. That's okay.
You can strike him.
It looks like a tie. It doesn't move like a tie, though. It draws weapon and attack it.
Okay.
Which one, though? I guess we'll use this one. He'll try to hit it. Let's see. 1 action, draw a weapon. I will... Yeah, just swing at it.
That'll hit. All right. 15 damage. Very nice. It'll take 15, but it is immune to bleed.
I figured.
It is incorporeal as you swing through it.
I actually hit it well. And then he will try to get it... Is that 1, 2... He'll try to get to focus on him by intimidating it.
Okay.
By Jobin some time.
It will turn towards you. And clearly you have gained its full attention.
That's my turn.
All right.
Mr. Jelly! Mr. Jelly!
And you would watch as the little dragon picks him up and they'll rush down this way. They're going to stride 3 times to try to get out of here. Then get up to the door. Jobin, as your turn hits, that section of the roof begins to fall down. Over top of Mushi, as Mushi claims it. I'm going to need Mushi to make me a reflex save, as well as Ziyin and Jobin.
All right. Reflex. Reflex. Oh. What did I get? What did I roll?
That is a success,
4?
just so you know.
Oh, it's okay.
Yes. All right. The falling down building is easy enough to dodge and dip between. It is 11 damage if you fail at DC 15. So everyone succeeds and takes half.
What if you get a critical success?
Then you completely succeed. So Zian, you will completely succeed and not take any damage.
Did I need to make that as well? Because I'm also in it?
Nope. It's the northern section that's having problems.
Gotcha.
So you take half, right?
Yep, you two would take half, which would be 5 damage. Mushi rolled a 20, which means Mushi can shield Mr. Jelly. I assume that's the plan?
Yeah.
Okay. Mushi covers the wings over and he goes, "Ah!" And like, is hit by a few of it that slurps off of it as it hits the ground. But he protects Mr. Jelly.
All right. First things first, we're gonna command Mushi. He's gonna fly. He's gonna fly twice, holding Mr. Jelly. So. So 40 feet to get to right here. He'll be down 10.
Okay.
And then yeah, he'll fly to the door. And hopefully they'll open the door on there when they get close to it.
They absolutely will.
All right.
Does
All right, 2 actions left on Joe.
Would Mushi drop Mr. Jelly for you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
We gotta get out first.
Sounds good. Okay.
She needs to get out for Mr. Jelly.
What
All
about
right.
you?
All right. So Jobin, 2 actions left. He saw. Okay. I guess Katai, did you when you did the prayer for Shizuru? Was there because you were those big rock and bunch of debris between me and you, so I don't know if I saw that.
She definitely shouted, "May the power of Christ compel you," or something. So you're probably definitely heard it.
Okay. You could try and get out of here first, but we need to save this building. All right. I guess he'll try and based off of he spent a lot of time with Katai. She talks about Shizuru a lot, and he has a lot of knowledge about Singpachi. So he'll try and as well as see if he can sort of, I guess. Okay, what we'll do, we'll try and talk it down with religion as well.
Okay.
If you want to throw that
I
little
will.
button, I'll click it.
Huh.
All right, Jobin. Hold on. There it is.
Very high roll. That'll be a success. That is enough for it to start to break down. You watch as its shimmering, smoky form begins to shift and change. It begins to break down and move into the sides of the building.
Right. All right, that's his turn.
Okay. For its first action, it will immediately break down more of the building around it, making this worse. Mechanically, it is not worse yet. It is just making the fall worse now. It is then going to spend its turn putting everything into Ziyin. For a critical hit.
Oh,
Hold on.
Oh,
oh man.
Is it only one? Hold on. Where is it at? Oh, it's only when it hits me. Never mind. Okay.
a shame. That'll be 34 damage into Zian. It connects into your chest and past you, and the pain is ever more. But you persist. Katine.
I trudge out of the rubble.
You can see its form breaking.
Alright. I draw my katana once more. It glows golden, the light of Shizuru. And I roll a religion check.
All right. Give me that roll. Would you want me to prompt it for you? Oh, you got it.
Oh, I got it.
27 is just enough to succeed. Do you want to describe to me how you banish this creature?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
The sword is massive. It has reach. With the light of Shizuru now empowering the blade, over Zian's shoulder, Katai will thrust it forward and impale it right to the mask of the creature. I'm just gonna shatter it, dispel it.
Okay. It breaks from the four eyes, which all look inward. You can see them sporadically looking in all directions. And then it cracks down the middle. And as it does, it is thrust backwards. And as it holds up its arm, the whole of it breaks. And you see it disappear into the red smoke. And the crumbling of the building ceases to get any worse. I
But
assume
it's still collapsing, right?
it is a building that is in a rough state. It is going to collapse / get worse if people are still in it. It does. You have saved it early enough that it won't fall on its own, unless some worse things happen to it.
Alrighty. That is my turn.
Okay. Would all of you retreat to the street after this? As long as you take Feng's bridge, I will assume that you guys can make it out without taking any more extraneous damage, because this side isn't falling down.
Yes.
Okay. I will end the encounter as everyone rushes out. Onto the streets. There is a panic and a sigh as everyone turns around. People begin to grab hold of everyone who survived this, making sure if they're okay, patting them down, sighing as the kitsune rushes outwards. Are you guys wanting to leave out there, or do you want me to take your tokens out?
You're in.
That's for Z and Katai. Do you want me to drag you guys out, or?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Go do whatever.
All right. As you guys are making your way out, Fang, are you doing the same? Perfect. Fang, as you make your way onto the street and Katai and Zine are just beside you, people are shouting and pointing down the street. Ross, as you come out, immediately there is a shrill feeling in your gut. As you turn down towards this street, there is something else happening while you were inside. You see a group of 3 of these strange creatures flowing together as they hold themselves and their hands outwards, billowing down into a dark, echoing crimson smoke that breaks down the very streets that crack in their own presence. You watch as a disgusting phantasm illuminates from them. But it doesn't hit the buildings of Willowshore. No, it hits the livery, the plants, the trees, everything that has been built around South Bank. And you watch as they begin to bend over and scream. The trees begin to uproot at their presence. You watch as faces pushes to the end of the bark, screaming out for help, and cracks along them glow with blood-red liquid and light. And you watch as these willow trees float above the ground, becoming incorporeal, and floating towards down the street, reaching out for any of the residents. And we'll roll initiative.
Oh god.
I hand this. So as I'm handing Miss Jelly to Slow Kid, turn around and see these.
Yeah, you looks up and says, "Thank you." Ah! And, like, looks behind and sees this horrific creature. The way that they float is not unlike a ghostly jellyfish.
Plant jellyfish. Ugh.
All right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing Fang from the initiative. I got you. There you go, Fang. All right. Fang, it beats you. Is that okay with you with 32?
No. It's not okay. I'll reroll it.
Sounds good.
You cleared the chat, so I can't.
I'm so
reroll it.
sorry. Okay, you can roll me initiative
You can
again.
right-click on Fang and have him.
Out and in.
There's like a button to reset. There's a reset initiative button. You click the button again
Huh, huh, huh. Oh,
in the tracker.
yeah. Reroll initiative. Did you roll the same one? You rolled the same one. Incredible. 32.
But you rolled it for me. That's
Oh,
not fair.
how about you right click in the combat tracker and there should be a reroll.
I don't think I can.
Okay. Did you want to
Yeah,
just roll a d20 plus 18?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I will allow you to supplement with nature for this combat
Oh,
because you'd feel the disturbance.
yeah.
All right.
But I would just beat it. No, I'll roll the nature. And I'm gonna add +2 because I have incredible initiative.
Oh my goodness!
35 will do. I'll update you.
I got a 14 again.
It may be the difference between saving these people's lives.
It might. These things look like they effortlessly are floating forward and reaching out with these strange tendril branches to grab people. Fang,
First
there you go.
things first, I would like to recall knowledge.
Okay, sounds good. That would be. Looks like you weren't targeting them.
Oh, my bad.
That's
You
okay.
Want
No,
me to read it?
it should be okay. It was not high enough to learn anything about them.
Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, they're not natural.
You do see the trees that they once were. Like, obviously, they've been uprooted and turned into this. But.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let him go. Let him watch him go.
There it is. Okay. So as there's somebody moving away, backing away from these strange incorporeal trees, you throw out your hand and toss flame into it to burn them down, to put them out of their misery, I assume.
Yep.
They'll roll. A failure and a success.
Use damage. 13.
Holy moly!
All right.
And then,
Half on this one. Full on this one.
Beetle is gonna independent action move.
Okay.
Stay here. And, I'm gonna use my hero card. Hold the line.
Hold the line. You got it. Each time an enemy would leave your space adjacent, they must succeed in an acrobatics with a check to move. Oh, very cool. All right. And that's your turn.
And that's my turn. Yep.
Getting in the way with them, it effortlessly floats forward, clearly upset with the movement. And you would hear mumbling under its burbling bark. You can hear some sort of scream for help. And it will reach out towards you, Fang. You would see the bark come out like a strange hand. $25?
That'll hit.
Okay. Give me a fortitude save. It deals 12 void damage. And as the tendril touches you, you see it spread across, would you say your shoulder?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And you look down, and there's a throbbing pain that takes root. And you all watch in horror as Werefang is touched by the tendril. His entire shoulder begins to spread and turn into solid wood. And your arm goes lax. You are slowed one as you're beginning to turn into wood.
Okay.
Boy. Oh boy.
It is then going to swing again. For a miss. And it will swing one last time. For a miss. Desperately swinging out at you. Unable to get any more hits. Katai.
I was late before until after Drobin, but
I can't see anything that's going on outside. I just hear screaming.
yeah.
I don't even know what direction these things are. Did Fang go off this way?
Yeah.
Or did he go off this way?
Yeah.
I can delay till after Jobin. Are you, do you want to recall
You gotta
knowledge?
haste. I'm gonna haste one of you. Either you or Cian.
Okay.
Oh, you can go if you want. I'll do it
Uh,
afterward.
I'm
My
gonna
turn.
go just because I would like to at least get out there, and you could always Zian. And Zian does more damage than I do, I think. 20 for 1. Oh wow, these things are a lot bigger than I thought they were.
You can see full
Boy.
juvenile uprooted trees that have been turned into monstrosities. They are incorporeal and floating through the air, and you can see Fang's arm is turning to wood just by being touched by them.
Okay, second action, move up 20 feet, and I'm gonna take my Nodachi, and I'm gonna impale it through.
By all means. $23
Tragic.
miss.
I have 1 hero point left.
You have 15 minutes left.
You're
15 minutes.
more than welcome to use it.
Okay, I will. Oh.
Hey, look at that.
All right.
Fantastic.
You
Dang.
skewer into one of the
20
faces'
Leo.
mouths.
Look at me. All I do is roll 20s. This also will activate my katana's, it's not a katana, Nodachi specialization effect. Which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 36, and it is now off guard until the start of my next turn.
Okay. You skewer into one of the tortured faces pushing through the bark. As it screams, you skewer through its mouth and through the other side of this willow tree.
Yeah, the deadly's not multiplied, which makes me sad, but that's okay. It's still pretty cool.
Yeah, it's okay. It's understandable. It's understandable.
Yeah. Alrighty.
It's not a fatal. It's not a fatal weapon.
Not a fatal, no. Alright, that's it.
Okay. That will go to Ziyin.
Well, he wants to get out of this building.
Good call.
So he will move up next to Russ and he'll say, "Hey, Russ, we did it." And then he'll look over and go, "Oh." And he will try to help Fang. So let's see, it's 1. I can't do everything.
So as you
Oh,
move
moved.
towards the creature and running downwards, you can see that they are beginning to summon forward a plethora on the ground. The one to the south you recognize seems to be not looking at Fang and is beginning to do something to the roots in the ground, if that helps you at all.
Nope.
Okay.
And he will get swung at. that. And that's it.
Hey, look at that.
If I had hunt prey on this boy, I would feel sorry for him.
All right, and that's going to be a hefty 28 damage, huh? All right, that's on the south one. All right, and it is immune to bleed. It is, in fact, a tree. And incorporeal.
I'm waiting for it to leak that sap, you know.
This doesn't give weapon crit on it. What is this thing, a short sword?
Yes, it is.
I don't know what the short sword crit special is. Okay.
It's
that's
a
fine.
it's a sword, so it does the same thing the off guard.
Got it. So he's off guard too.
All right, sounds good.
Does your crit specialization work if you don't have them as your hunt prey?
Good question.
Could be what did pop up.
The only reason why I have my crit specialization is because I have the Mauler archetype, which just gives me it. It's not necessarily from my class.
And didn't specify.
Don't worry about it. I don't see it on here. I'll try to figure out where it went.
All right.
It's on prey only.
On prey only, so it's not off guard. All right, is that your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Perfect. You hear the person and people and things and whatever this thing is scream as you do this, and you would hear it begin to chitter in Sylvan. For you, Fang, I imagine you also begin to understand it. It's talking. It's talking to the trees. It can speak to the wildlife. They react to its screams. The people can't, but it's strange to see nature itself bend in terror to the sound of pains that this thing is giving out. And it is going to reach forward and grab Zian in retaliation. I'll be a 34.
Oh, that's probably going to succeed.
That'll go up to 16 damage and give me a fortitude save as you're touched by it. Okay.
I'm going to use my last hero point on that.
Yeah, knowing what it does, it's probably a good idea, huh? Okay, that's a success. You do not have that section of your body turned into wood. Instead, I assume you quickly bring up your arm and slash away what is grabbed onto you and the bark that bakes up the top layer of your skin now before it can spread. All right. And with that, it will use the last two actions on its turn to reach out towards the closest villager and cast Tanglefoot. With a natural one being the only reason it misses, as it is distracted by Ziyin. The person watches as a crumbling stone falls underneath them, and plants reach up to grab them like the hands of ghosts. But they struggle forward and distracted. Jobin, what do you do?
All right. I guess we'll go ahead and cast a. Let me see here. Who wants the haste? Cian or Katai? I feel like Katai is more for the movement.
She's got range.
Oh yeah, she got reach, and Cian can use that extra action and get that hunt prey going.
I do tons of damage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, here.
See,
person
what
to
do you
grab it.
bring to the team? I do tons of damage. Yeah.
Here goes.
What I'm talking about, brother.
That's what I like to hear.
Go ahead, Cian.
All right, Z, you're quickened.
He quickly nods back to Jobin.
All right. And then last action, we're going to go ahead and try and recall knowledge.
Okay.
Did that pop up?
Nope. Don't forget to target
Oh.
one of them. I'm sure you've got that already, though.
Yeah. Where are you calling out? There it is.
What would you like to know about them?
I might have pressed it twice by accident. Okay, so I guess so we know they hit people and they cause them to slow down, turning into wood. I mainly want to kind of know what's the deal with them right now. Like, is this like plants being possessed, or is this, is there like something controlling them? Like, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to suss out more.
If you could put a theory together, you would think that whatever these strange gold-eyed, crimson-clad phantasms did, you think that they have somehow influenced your mindscape. In particular, they have done something that has corrupted your mindscape. And the very plants and trees that have grown over the ruins, this corruption of the natural order, has manifested in these deformed miniature willow trees with the screaming faces of humanoids and animals across it. It is as if this creature should not exist or is not a known creature in existence. It seems as though it is a perversion of your mindscape.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm getting the feeling that something is corrupting the mindscape.
Yes. Which I will give you the benefit of knowing, especially with what you heard from Katai, that you think, perhaps, whatever those phantasms were, are not from your mindscape. Perhaps another.
Okay. All right. He's not gonna say this out loud because there's a lot of villagers here, and we haven't told him about the mindscape thing. But that's in his mind. That's the end of his turn.
Okay. With that, that's gonna go to Ross. You said you weren't gonna tell them that because there's villagers all around you, or?
Yeah, I'm not mentioning the corruption of the mindscape thing out
Okay.
loud. No.
Ross, what do you do?
Go and see in.
Okay.
Look at all those dice.
Oh, wow. That old man you healed for 1 HP looks over with jealousy.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell?
Proportional to your vigor.
Ah!
Still not full up.
All right, I'm gonna recall knowledge.
All right. What do you want to know about these incorporeal spirits of nature?
Their effect when they like when Fang and Xian this effect of turning to wood, is it like an affliction, a curse?
Lignification is what it's called. An extremely rare incapacitation effect that comes from primal magic itself. It is able to transform flesh into wood. It will, step by step, lignification will... I'll just provoke it. Here you go. Hold on. Should have worked.
Yep. Okay.
So it gets worse and worse and worse. If lignification gets
Not a
to
curse. Gotcha.
3, they will become fully petrified into wood.
All right.
Bad news. Yeah, bad news. Fang, burn it.
All right.
That's my turn.
As we come to the top of the round, Fang, would you like to do something, or are we at time?
I would like to do something. Yeah, but it might require you a whole week to think about how you're gonna rule it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a couple ideas here.
Okay.
I'm turning into wood. However,
Mm-hmm.
I am an expert primal caster. And I got some spells I think I might be able to counteract this with. I'm gonna just shoot you. I'm gonna just go down the list. I got 3 spells I think
By all
a
means.
generous DM would say, yeah, that makes sense. I've got 1 with plants.
Okay.
If I become the plant, I am 1 with the plant.
Okay. And that's a spell that you have? One with plants?
Yeah, that's a spell I have. I have another spell called Shape Wood.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you to get out of here.
Okay.
Leave me.
Okay.
I also have Oaken Resilience. The target's skin becomes tough with a consistency like wood or bark. I think maybe I could counteract with that also. It makes sense in my head. What do you got? What do you think?
What was the one with plants? Can't see it on your sheet.
It's so you have to. It's on my verdant staff. So when you go to my spellcasting, you go to known spells, click the activations tab.
I see it. One with plants. I would allow you to cast one with plants, and if you choose the 10-minute version, I'll allow you to act as though it will not stop it after the 10 minutes. Like, if you get fully turned into wood, once 10 minutes is over, you become petrified, but it will ignore all slow from it until this combat's at least done.
I'll cast one with plants.
Okay, you bring up...
I'll become the tree.
Excellent. You bring up your mother's staff and you place it down on Beetle's head. And you watch as the flesh that's been turned entirely into plant begins to shift and change. And it moves as though it is your own muscles. Alright.
Awesome. I only had 2 actions that round, so that would be casting that whole spell. Beetle has an independent action, so he's gonna mandible.
Okay, works for me. Will not hit.
Okay. Well, that's what we got.
Okay. We're at time for the night. Are you guys cool with coming back next week for the rest of this combat against these creatures?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
I'm fine.
Okay. In that case, with our first day of Chthona, the first day of winter, this attack on Willowshore, we will come back next week. Oof.
I have a theory.
Thank you all so much for playing, and thank you guys all so much for watching. Take care. Don't die. You know the drill. Bye-bye.